BW, thank you for joining me today. Good morning, first of all, and how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Firstly, thank you for having me to share Gumi team's small experience for CoorsTek members.
You're certainly welcome. We've heard the spread of the COVID-19 virus has started to kind of stabilize in South Korea. So can you give us kind of an idea of some of the latest updates on what's going on in South Korea?
Yes, sure. COVID-19 situation in Korea is better than before. For example, yesterday the increased case was 76. 2 days ago was 64. Recently, we can see 2 digits decrease per day. But one of the concern point is that recent most of the infected people is older generation in geriatric hospital because they are very so weak from the virus. Anyway, Korea is doing just several steps to the previous normal life.
Okay, good. So if I understand it correctly, there does continue to be some new cases, but it seems like the rate of increase has slowed down quite dramatically. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. Yes. Infected persons count is decreasing a lot also.
Oh, that's great to hear. How's the Gumi plant doing now, and are they healthy?
Yes, absolutely. Yes, there is no infected person, including their family in Gumi. We had some employees. We had some employees have a high temperature and don't feel good like a cold. At the time, decision team, including me, asked them to get COVID-19 inspection in hospital. They had an inspection and all result was negative. They are working very well now as normal.
That's really great to hear. I'm really pleased to see how you guys have responded to this whole situation, and I think what you've said is really exactly what we're asking all of our CoorsTek team members to do. Is really this idea that if you're sick, stay home. If you don't feel well, go home, and then consult your local doctor in the region. Is that what I'm hearing from you?
Yes, it is correct. Also, for your question, I want to tell you some our actions. Yes, we did this, and we are doing several actions to protect our employee and the facility every day. Firstly, all employee must take a temperature inspection before entering building. Designated person inspects employee temperature, and then employee record their temperature in written and then clean their hands with the hand sanitizer. After this procedure, employee can enter our building. Visitors also must follow this rule. And between 3 p.m. to 4 p.m., supervisor and the designated persons inspect the temperature one more time for their team. If someone has over 37.5 degrees C, he needs to go home first to take rest and sometimes need to take a COVID-19 inspection depending on body conditions in the following day. Finally, we are doing daily disinfection activities as much as we can for the doorknob, hallways, office, grinding shop, even passers from outside. And we place the hand sanitizer at several locations.
Well, it sounds like you guys are really doing quite a bit for your employees.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Have you had anyone express any concerns or any fear that they don't feel safe at work?
Actually, no complaint from our employees. They know right things, what they have to do.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
How long do you expect to continue to use these type of procedures, the extra disinfecting and cleaning and the temperature testing?
We will continue. We will continue to implement these actions, as I mentioned previously. At this point, best way is to follow government guidance, but we will keep our preventive actions continuously.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think that's a lot of good advice. Right now, what I'd like to invite all of our CoorsTek team members to do,
Mm,
if you
mm,
haven't done so already, please go into your Workday profile and update your contact information. That includes the phone number. So that way, just like what you're doing, BW, if we have an emergency situation, we'll be able to contact all of our employees.
great.
Um, so what, you guys have lived through this crisis or the situation now for almost 2 months. What advice would you have for the rest of the world, North America and Europe, as we are now just starting to enter this?
I have one thing. I love one promotion copy in Korea for this situation. The copy, the saying is that please be my vaccine.
Okay.
Everybody in the world already know the right behaviors to be a vaccine for their family, friends, and colleagues. My thought is that we need at this point to control the behaviors, not just strong body at this moment.
So this is the idea of we know the behaviors of washing our hands, of social distancing. This is now the time to actually put those practices into practice.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
like how you say, "Please be my vaccine." So is that translated from Korean?
Yeah, I translate that word based on my grammar.
Yeah, okay. I like the idea because it's basically saying it's a shared responsibility between both of us.
Yeah, it's good.
Uh, So in difficult times, sometimes it can be hard to focus. So what are some of the things that you're doing to kind of keep the employees motivated to continue to work? And how are people staying positive through this difficult time?
Uh, Frankly speaking, fortunately, I'm working with good employees. Gumi employees already knows what the right things are. Under this urgent situation, they are willing to follow company guidelines with pleasant, without complaint. We talk together when we have unexpected situation. That open communication makes positive and comfortable atmosphere between employee and leaders, I think.
Well, I really appreciate your ongoing communication and trying to continue to keep that positive environment because I think that's one of the most important things that we as leaders can do right now. Um, what are some other advice that we as leaders can do to help our employees at this time?
I think I just want to say one more time. I think most important thing is open the communication about unexpected today's situation. As you know, nobody has experience like this time. So all managers need to take care of employees' concerns with a positive attitude and the open mind. I think it is so horrible situation if employee have any fears to tell their bad signs in their body.
Very good point. I think as leaders, we need to slow down sometime and take the time to listen.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Well, that's fantastic. So you seem still very positive. It seems that you guys are seeing we say the light at the end of the tunnel. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah.
Good.
Mm.
BW, I really appreciate the time. Any other thoughts or anything else that you would like to share?
Uh, I think the could now I heard the Korean many country love the Korean's activities. Also, Korean people also, including Gumi people, want to share our idea. So, if any concern, any question, some to take our information, some experience, please let us know. We are ready to support from to the US and Europe, all CoorsTek family.
That's great. Well, thank you, BW.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so much.
And just one more thing, since I have you, it's been a long time since you and I last talked. I'll say the new building looks absolutely amazing, and I hope we're getting ready for the next semi-ramp, which I'm expecting later this year.
Absolutely. See you soon in Gumi.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
All right, BW, we'll talk to you later.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Talk later. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye.